We're almost home. We're gonna die, son! Holy. Kıyamet. Let's go outside. It's done. They know we're here. Come this way. This is where we're gonna do it, right in front. All right, we're in Van Wert, Ohio at Cool Machines. We've been searching high and low for the best attic insulation removal machine that we could buy, and that has led us here. We can't wait to show you guys how this machine operates, what it's capable of doing, and we're gonna be talking with the founders, and they're gonna give us a quick breakdown on how they put this machine together. I'll just go bang it. Well, we messed up. We came way too late. Hey, how you doing? Hi. We're here to talk to Dave and Andy.
Okay, and you are?
The male stripper. Yeah, I've seen your videos, man. I know who you were.
All right.
So should we drive to the back, or?
You can take a look at it and see.
All right, cool.
But it'll be at the front door, so.
We want to capture some digital content. Yeah. So I've seen your other videos. You're pretty stiff, but in real life, you're really enthusiastic. I want this part of you to be reflecting upon the purchase as we're talking.
How many takes do I get to try?
You could do as many as you want. Like, it's fine for us.
Because it may take a while.
No, we could. Listen, we're really good at making people feel calm and loose. So this is it.
This is it. The part of it's almost brand new, and some of it is more used, so like half used.
Who does the welding?
We have that all subbed out. We do the drawings and design, and then we have fabricators do all the welding and powder.
What's the gauge of the steel on this?
So there's 1/2 inch of bulletproof steel right here.
Is there a gasket behind this?
Yes, there is a gasket right here.
Now, can you tell me more about the propeller, maybe? Is it the same thickness, or?
Yes.
Or how thick is that?
The impeller is 1/4 inch thick, but it's AR 500. So
I brought a micrometer
harder
to measure to make sure.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's no problem at all.
Messing with you, man.
Yeah, take the cover off. And
Oh,
then
so
you can
all
get,
these?
Yeah, then you can get.
How
into
about
that
the gasket? Should I get a spare gasket on them here?
No,
or?
usually that gasket stays there, so that should be fine.
Okay.
And you can also use silicone in there if the gasket ever does get ripped.
I'm guessing this is to fill the bags?
Yes.
Holy fuck, man, this is heavy.
Yeah, that's heavy duty too. That is the diverter.
So that picks up all the...
This goes up here, so that way when the junk is flying out at 300 mile an hour and you're standing here, it doesn't blow a hole in the hose.
Oh, okay. You know how many windows I've broken? With a dinky 18 horsepower.
I did not hear that before, so that's a good point too.
Damn, they're gonna get us on taxes on this one.
Yes, unfortunately they do.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say this was Canadian. Canadian funds.
Yeah.
I like to know how other people set their stuff up as. Mm-hmm. And then at one point what we're doing is we connect the bag here, but it shoot to the truck in the front, right through the windshield, man. And then we started doing other things where we put mats on top of it to deflect.
Yeah.
And then we started putting an output hose here that goes up a ladder and down into the bag in a tow, and we've been the most successful with that.
Yeah.
So you're always trying to maybe get better than the day before.
Right. There are safety switches here on both the intake and the output. So that way if you don't have the hose hooked up here and actuating that safety switch, it won't run.
Oh, so if I have it pressed, it turns off?
No, pressing it will allow it to run. So that way it won't run without something on the tube. That's the idea, so that way it doesn't run without something there. So it's got to be pushed in order for it to work.
Someone's going to hold this the whole time?
The hose does. When you put
oh, where are the wheels? Barry said there's wheels on it.
Not on the diesel.
No?
It is possible to get an option on the wheels. The wheels can bolt underneath it, but it's 1,200 pounds, so
It ain't going anywhere.
not normally, no. You don't normally move it around very much.
Yeah, okay, then that just changed your whole attack process.
Yeah.
How come the coolant is low? Should we top it up?
Yeah, as long as it's not below the line, then it's good.
What type of coolant is that?
Just regular antifreeze.
Really?
That is just the extra reservoir, so the actual radiator is full of coolant too.
What's the lever for?
This is how you actuate the impeller. So when you start the engine, this isn't spinning. So when you're ready to vacuum, then you push it that way to actuate it.
And then
that makes it run.
And then what do? You turn it off, then you close it? Or you close it as it's running?
Yeah, go ahead and shut that off. Let the engine idle down, and then you can shut the engine off.
So when you mean idle down, is like you lower the RPM?
Yeah, so you got high and low. So you start the engine in low, and then once it warms up, then you can flip it to high, and then engage the clutch.
Oh man, I thought this was a big engine.
This is a 25 horsepower. On actually that truck over there, we have a 49 horsepower to run the entire insulation blowing machine. So it'll warm up the glow plugs before you try to engage it. There, now they're warmed up.
Yeah, because it's like you're like 65 Fahrenheit in here. That's why it warms up quick.
Well, yeah.
Let me see. You get close to 0 Fahrenheit.
Right.
Let's see the other big boy there. I don't know how long we're supposed to wait for them.
I tracked them this morning, and the tracking said they're in Lima, so they should be here today. But it didn't have a guaranteed delivery date.
Yeah, ours was really last minute.
This is the blowing machine back here. And the engine is up here in front of it.
Holla Flago.
So it drives belts onto the shaft, and then the whole machine is shaft driven.
Oh, nice. How many bags an hour out of that puppy?
This one will blow probably 180 bags an hour.
Really? Have you really tested it, man? Because anytime someone says 100, I tend to blow 40 to 50.
Right. Yeah, we actually do test our machines and rate them based on what we were able to achieve in the real test.
I saw that suction test you guys did with the 16 and the 23.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys switch it up? So you did the 16 instead of doing the 23. Maybe you're more experienced then, eh?
Yeah, there is a technique in using the hose. Yeah, if you keep it buried in the insulation, you can go a lot faster.
Do you have a natural hook for that, or you guys made your own to hold it at bay? Because I noticed you guys had like some sort of stick attached to it. We don't use it. We do it by hand usually.
Yeah, because usually some of the attics are pretty tight, so you can't use a long stick.
No.
But yeah, most people use a stick, but we do have a vacuum wand that when we're spraying walls, when we're doing wall spray, then we use a vacuum wand on the hose.
Oh, nice. What machine is this?
This is called our 4700. So it's a wall spray machine. So I don't know if you guys do very much wall
No,
spray
we
up
do
there.
0 wall spray.
Yeah. So it's got half the hopper is for recycled material and the other half is for dry material. So you throw the dry in and then you spray it in between the 2x4.
Oh, then you get the stuff that you shave off the walls and put it back
Yep.
in here.
It's got a vacuum on it, so it vacuums it right back into the recycled side, so you can control how much of each, the recycle and the dry.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's
So
awesome.
that way you can control so it's not too wet, because you don't want to blow it into the wall all wet.
Yeah, I see a lot of this, but we just don't do it because our values on the exterior walls are a lot higher than yours.
Yeah. And you're real sensitive to the cold and moisture and everything.
Yeah, our dew points are horrible. Now, would you recommend a hose roller for the 8-inch? Because I've talked to a few people, they say it actually takes up a lot of space.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our big hose reel.
For the 8-inch.
Yeah, so it takes up so much space in the truck, it's hard to...
Actually, we're just trying to figure out I think we're just going to get another truck and make it stationary.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't know till you start working with it and you figure out what works best for you.
Yeah, how much space everything takes up.
Well, we got to keep that in mind, that guy there probably. You know, I've talked to a few other guys. They said that it just takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Are these your 16s?
Yeah, this is the 16, and this one's electric, so it doesn't even have a gas engine. And then we got a Honda 22 horse.
Yeah, I didn't want to bother yanking it, man.
Yeah, this one's 750 pounds, so it's still somewhat portable, but...
Man, you know, I've eaten through propellers multiple times.
Yeah. Do you guys do mainly fiberglass when you remove?
Yeah, I think 95% is fiberglass and the other half is cellulose. People throw shingles in there, nails.
Yeah, that's where the vac saver helps eliminate
Yes,
some of that
yes,
stuff.
yes. How long have you guys been here?
We've been in this building for 10 years, but then we're another building next door renting it.
You guys live in Van Vert?
I'm about 20 miles north of here.
So what do you do, like, let's say, on a typical weekend? Are you married?
Yeah.
With kids?
Yeah. Well, kids are all grown and out of the house.
Aren't you happy?
Yeah.
Why did they cut the white hose up, man? I guess they got damaged, eh?
We hooked it up to the diverter. So we had these two hooked up to the diverter for two different bags. So that's why we had that cut in half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
This is all we got?
That's like 75 feet. That's all the 8-inch hose we have here.
Really?
Yeah.
And then how much 6-inch hose are you giving me?
I think the order called for 50 feet, I think. Or was it 50 feet to 4-inch?
Oh my God, no 4-inch. Oh my God, man. What machines are these for?
They blow insulation into asphalt at the asphalt plant.
Really?
Yeah, it has the computer on it and a scale, so it weighs the insulation.
What kind of insulation goes in asphalt?
Both rock wool and cellulose,
Really?
depending on the mix design.
I did not know that. All right, it's Mohammed from FOAMIT, and today I'm with an industry legend, Andy here right beside me, building one of the best machines that money can buy. We came all the way from Toronto to pick up this beauty, and Andy's going to explain to us exactly how that was built, why they built it that way, and why their products are far superior.
We really like the Kubota engine on this big diesel vacuum because there's service centers all over the country, so it's easily to get it serviced, get warranty, so get parts. So that's why we like the Kubota engine. We went with the diesel because you can get a lot more power out of a diesel engine for less fuel. So it's fuel efficient and powerful.
Do they also last longer?
Yes, absolutely. The diesel engines are a lot longer lasting.
Let's talk about how this was built, the type of steel, the gauge. I tend to know other machines wear out really quick. We've worn out quite a few.
Yes, that's why we went with the thick, half-inch thick AR 400 steel on this outer band, so that way all the debris and insulation that's flying around there at 300 mile an hour has a lot of protection before it wears through. We also use AR 500 1/4-inch thick steel fan blade to give us that high performance and that strong power.
The safety elbow, is that the safety elbow or no?
Yes, that is the safety elbow.
All right, cool. So this goes right here, snug fit. I feel there's a gasket there too.
Yeah.
Damn, I might lose a finger in this.
And that can be rotated whichever direction you want to angle it toward the bag.
I see what you guys do. So it only diverts. Oh, do you want guys doing it downward?
Yeah, you can go down for gravity, but it's ideal to aim it towards the bag.
Bags. Okay. So it goes from here to the diverter.
So after you're done filling this bag, then you just flip it over real quick, and then you can start filling the next bag without having to stop the vacuum, and the guy in the attic doesn't have to stop.
Man, that must save so much time.
Absolutely. Time is important when you're vacuuming.
The vac saver here, we put a small hose going from the vac saver to the machine, and then the hose goes from the vac saver into the attic.
Absolutely.
And this will collect all the shingles, all the nails, all the wood, anything that could damage your machine and penetrate your bag, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. We want to separate as much junk as possible before it hits to the vacuum. We want to save the vacuum. That's why we call it the vac saver.
And where'd you get that idea from?
The main idea came from the cellulose insulation manufacturers because they have to separate the garbage out from the recycled newspapers. So they have a vac saver in their line of the recycled newspaper. I grew up on a farm, and then I went into engineering for schooling. And before I graduated, I met Dave Crendel, and he had a job opening. So I started working with the Dave Crendel that's been in the insulation business for 30 years. So we've been working together ever since.
So how long has Cool Machines been in business now?
We've been in business 18 years now.
So what year is that? 2006?
2006, yeah.
Nice. And then you guys started off somewhere different, or always been in the same spot, or continually kept getting a bigger spot?
Yeah. We were renting another building, and then as we outgrew that building and we kept growing, then we bought this building, and we've been in this building for 10 years. And we started with just part of it, and now we have the entire thing full. And
oh, this is quite the setup here, man. How many square feet is this?
There's 40,000 square feet here.
Wow, and it's packed.
Yes.
Nice, a lot of work going through here. And then what did you finish for engineering?
Mechanical engineering.
Also it goes hand in hand with what you're doing right now.
Yes.
And then how about Dave? Did he finish engineering as well?
Yeah, he had an industrial engineering degree, and he actually had taught industrial arts for 10 years before he came back into the insulation, his family insulation business.
Oh, nice. And then you guys have just hit the ground running since that day.
Yeah, it's been quite an adventure. We're always looking to make the strongest, fastest machine we can make.
And this is why we're here, man. Andy, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been really neat to meet you.
Yeah, likewise, man.